entrance.
It's a base race!
Exit. Base race indeed, but G2 have an 80 carry. Okay, well, question mark. Hang on.
Oh,
Galio top. So that means you lose the flex.
Phenomenal performance on this. So
Okay.
looks like they're taking now a page out of that book.
That is a cool combo, which means the Corki will by default be locked in for G2. That makes a ton of sense.
Okay.
Now, for those that don't know, the way that Seraphine's root works, if I remember my Seraphine knowledge, it is her E.
Yeah, that.
Basically, what happens is there are two casts of it, harder to react to because he's just.
And I guess
move
you can
much
kite in the
quicker.
team fight as well, right?
Exactly. That's also the other thing, right? It's got a multitude of uses. As a nice trade comes out from G2.
Oh, sidestep on Aqua Prison. The Encore does connect, and rather the flash forward, Kalist on the Han Summon. Now Lebrov, the new target. They've got the slow down, the damage from Busio. Going to help out Mega as the flash from Lebrov comes out. No summoners on G2's bot lane.
Kalist is super close to 6 though. I think he hits it off this last minion.
There it is.
They can look for the ult under tower.
Kalist going to send it, waiting, getting vision, waiting. No. Lebrov is the only one still in dodge. Skumond is now level 6 as well. He's got the Cataclysm. Flash, knock up there as well. The arrow comes out a moment too late. Kalist is dead to Skumond's well-timed gank. Meanwhile, we look towards mid lane. Yahoo about to turn into a little egg, but Cap can't find the last shot.
Right,
here.
also in the area, has
Perfect.
level 6. Doesn't connect. The ghost popped just there to give him that extra bit of movement speed. Dagda did mention it earlier, but Hansam is actually sitting on a lot of gold that he's not going to get that opportunity to spend.
Overheating auto attacks. Everybody knows that Equalizer down. Kana in danger. Justice punches him, flashes away. He's burning down. Broken Blade close to the minions doing the work for Kana. Steps up, gets the scrap shield. As he steps up to the next minion wave, Broken Blade, you cannot get hit by the range creeps. And Kana knows with one win the wall. He finds a kill, flashes, outplays, overheating, done Electro Harpoon, gets the slow. Kana under turret. Broken Blade almost dies. Kana's still alive. Both at 1 HP.
Kana's no mana.
We're doing it again.
Does he have
Broken
enough?
Blade. No, he's not going to go under
Broken
turret.
Blade has to leave because he knows that people are coming for base.
In the grand scheme of things, I think you're still happy with the way this is going as G2.
No, Leandri's
Wait, that's a TP back from Rumble.
It is. He's just running in into Busio. He's overheating again. He's frying it up. Encore saves the life as the ultimate comes through from Yike. That may have just done it, but Cap flat support and secure the kill on Busio. Now for Casey, they've got to play the rest of the fight as the arrow connects. Broken Blade's down. Yike is next on the ground. Skumon in the Cataclysm and Aqua Prison. Safe and sound. That's what Casey thought when they initiated this fight. But Caps following up. Again, good damage. It's slow, but it's doing the job as Kana runs for his life. Aqua Prison again. Flag and drag. Kana will not escape this time. Kalist, the last one standing.
G2 had more members who could move to the fight, and they're still going to go.
Kalist stepped up to the wave. Big mistake, pal. It's G2, and they are unrelenting.
Should be super difficult to play against, especially with all the poke that you have. Oh, Skumond, has he overstepped? Ash Arrow?
There's a public execution. Encore flies through as well. Skumon at half HP, rooted up. Tidal wave zoning out. Skumon flag and drags away with the wall. As you said, Betty, the call comes through in Yahoo. Negates the escape.
G2 overstepping into the jungle and giving these pick opportunities to KC.
Now the Ash Arrow combo into Ambessa.
Dodge the back flank though. Kana, two-man shield of Duran. And with Busio laying down the CC, Hansama is a dead man walking. Busio will die in the end. Kalist shielded out, but Kana with the angle and the security there as Romwalk comes in. KC have already done the job. I don't think Caps can do much, but Equalizer proves me wrong. Yike hit pretty hard here as Caps, remember, fed level 12 rise. Kana under turret though. You might be surprised as G2 have enough damage to penetrate his hard shell. I wonder if you're worried though. Kana got the double kill there. Kana has the kills on KC outside of Yike. Gold is getting back into their favor as Caps are just chasing down his pop the ghost. He's in a 1v2 with a health bar advantage, and now there stands an egg. Caps has put him into his own frosted misery as Yike is going to bring it on back, but shield comes out. Caps gets hold and flashes. That's Cap for you. It's winter, but not as you know it.
In a 2 versus 1, Caps finds the outplay, and now this game is really going as Casey is fighting back in the mid lane. G2 find ways to outplay a 5-0-1 scoreline for the man in the mid lane as Kana's now the target.
Well, Broken Blade is taking a lot of turret shots. That's nice. Busio's on the way. Kana has the damage, and with Busio there, you would have thought they'd follow up, but still a little bit scared.
G2 had the push in mid. We already had Lebrov roaming down. They don't really feel comfortable going into the 2v3 potentially. But Kana
Do they have the damage? Flag and track, or maybe they do. Broken Blade sitting on the outskirts of the Cataclysm. Shielded Duran doesn't reach, wins the war, neither as well. Double knockup, and Broken Blade is shifting gears in the Galio matchup.
Broken Blade is the target of the dive.
Equalizer is available. Public Execution lands as well. Broken Blade flashes away, and he gets past the wall. That's the movement speed coming through as Skewon gets a knockup. Kana takes some turret shots. Tidal Wave a little bit short. There's some pings going down, and G2 deflect the dive. KC run away. Notice as well, Broken Blade has teleport available. So as he pushes his bot lane, he's safe to join. Yehu, the same can be said, but... Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah, no, what was that?
Oh, that was a mistake.
Flag and drag not there, just the drag instead. G2 thinking about their angle. Kana happy to face check, but it's capped again. The wall's out. Hansama goes back for the equalizer. Beautiful. Skewon jumps in with the encore. Even better from Busio. Into the egg, but it's still a 5v4 as Gallioldi's used to deflect. Cap in the way is Kana again, but look at the AP carries. Cap's going to realm off. Interrupted by an arrow. Busio and Yike running to the left, but Hans is on a damn automobile. As Yike looks for the Mega Blast Cone, he will escape. But G2 just don't lose fights right now.
Let's see if they can make this work now as Hans on mid-wave.
Angle's good. Hanzo is connecting these big ones, these big rockets as he gets out with the Valkyrie. Flashes away from the Public Execution. Tidal Wave just in case. But meanwhile, Kana has to ulti to escape. That grand exit is down as KC get a double beat drop. It's good, and encore onto Caps as well, but the equalizer, the hot pot. G2 have been to China. They know the taste. As who's the first to go down with a Realm Warp chase. You ain't out of dodge yet. The flames emit, and KC are getting a dose of reality. As Jike goes against his old Eddie carry, but he will die to do so. G2 put him in the dirt again.
Every single fight, G2 just melts through KC.
But G2 are on the final step here. Almost 10k gold lead. The big one connects. Kana goes for an engage. He finds himself Hansama with the cleanse out as well. Even with the charm, they'll finally take him down. It's a big moment for KC, but they need more. They need Caps. The King of Europe flashes over. As Kana, he used the command for the hotbot. Out again, even out of the Cataclysm. The Galliol, it's good. But G2 has Skewon with healing and a GA. They're backing away. KC have a free kill, and G2 have overstepped. Game still goes on. Someone kills Skewon as KC get revenge. And I feel like as well, Kana, when he gets that Zhonya's, if we're talking about playmaking that can negate G2, that's another tool we need to look towards. As arrow flies down, does it fly through? Yes. Broken Blade caught. Yike catches him. And now for Broken Blade to get out, he has to burn the flash. He equalizes down, but he needs support. Meanwhile, Hansama's found Kana on the back wing. Tidal Wave doesn't connect. G2 are looking to find a play off them committing for Broken Blade, but now he's flashless.
Still though, KC invested a lot, and G2 know it.
Cataclysm down onto Yike, flag and drag, Aqua Prison as well onto Yehu's the next target. KC are separated here, Encore only onto two. Caps was golden, and Caps unleashes hell. The shield, unreal as Broken Blade gets low as well, but look what's happening here. The egg is down, Yehu was too far aground, and G2 take another.
I don't think there's a contest here from KC. No. They're going to be too late. They don't have the vision. They'll now spot that it's going down. Yike has ult to get over the wall, but does he have a tool to get through?
Hang on now.
Equalizer down, the wall is giant. Skewon playing for the smite, and Yike takes it! I remember him as the smite king, and Skewon gets scored, but the flag and drag re-engage was genius! Kana goes back on in, and Skewon still survives. Kana on the back of the pick, can't get out. And now with the Realm Warp, KC is coming crashing down. Great encore, but we need Kalist to get the fight. He takes one, but Broken Blade on the back end is too much to handle. Tight as he may, Busio's dead, and Yehu will be the only Baron to survive.
4 Barons gone. G2 with a dominant team fight once more. Yehu doing his best to retreat as the top is getting pushed in. An inhibitor can maybe be secured. Caps and Skewon on the hunt. They want to make sure that every Baron is taken off.
Seen, and he's out. So it won't be the end of the game, but again, G2 in power.
But the fact that KC actually got this is huge.
It is.
Like, the steal away, I think Kana didn't need to go in.
He's available, yeah, it's Sue.
But Hans has no flash and no cleanse. That's the target for KC before you can try and take down the Rise.
The wall zone, Skewn's the first target. Equalizer good again. Kalist sent to the back line at half HP. He's healed up as Kana TV's in, but Yike in the pit. Denies. stalls. That's the game for KC to hold it. On-call flies through on a hard time, but he's too far away. Meanwhile, Gia's going to be Popper Caps in the middle of 4 people. Has to now carry, but you know he can. Again, Caps is still alive. It's a double beat drop down as G2 back and forth with the shielding. Unreal. The mid laner getting popped. He goes Zhonya's, so there's no realm warp, but Busio, the last man standing, and Caps is just too tall, too big, too much of the EU region to take down, and G2 in playoffs are just that good as Busio finally dies.
9-0-9. Caps demolishes KC. Caps takes down our first seed, and Caps punches G2's ticket to Barcelona.
We forget that this region might be G2 as Broken Blade walks away, and the game might continue to go on.
Caps is naturally having a fantastic game.
Lebrov just face check, tidal wave used, but a public execution, an arrow. Lebrov cannot be making that kind of mistake. But this Corky, he's now dead even with Kalista and the GA advantage. Means it gives another bullet in the chamber. Public execution found again. Lebrov kind of pops the ulti, but Lebrov is down. But look at what Busio just did. Kind of big shielded around as well. Yikes, he's trying to bring the game on back, but KC have found the fight. Caps has got the kill on the back line, but he's at half HP. KC have infinite sustain. It's a hack right now, and they're back at full HP.
In the front to back, KC is coming out ahead. Yahoo is chasing after G2, who are on the retreat. They know that they don't have their jungler, so they have to make this Baron impossible. Broken Blade now the target.
Shielders around there, turret now down, trying to drop the beat as Busio flash away from Broken Blade. Kalist has got the slow and the damage to boot. Caps are slowed down. A shutdown, gentlemen. I see a shutdown. I see a Baron.
Skewmon has snuck his way behind KC. I do not think that they know.
The pings are going down. They're thinking he's somewhere there. Found onto Busio. Skewmon for the engage. Kalist flashes away. Cataclysm there, but Skewmon is separated from the team. He goes into GA, but remember, KC have heals. It'll be a 5 versus 4, and Skewmon cannot get out. Public execution used from Yike, but KC have the Dragon and Soul all for themselves.
Steal after steal after steal. Yike has kept KC within touching distance, and now KC may have just pulled off the biggest heist in this series.
It felt like that this game couldn't be lost for G2, but pick after pick, steal after steal, little by little, KC have fought their way back into this game. And with no enemy jungler to steal this one away, that will be a Baron secured. And KC telling everyone watching that this series is not over just yet.
All right, they know there's some kind of setup here. Pings are actually still going down onto that ward.
Yike.
KC are coming in, the arrow flies up, misses Caps, flashed away from Broken Blade. Kind of makes the play with shielded around, but he's taking no damage anymore. G2 are getting collapsed on. A realm warp out, negated, no. Caps only just makes it as Kalist looks for the slow with a volley. He finds it, now he walks up, autos, his damage, unbelievable onto Caps, who runs away because G2 are losing the play.
But they're looking to go for the base. The reset from Yahoo means they can clear out the wave, so everyone goes back. But 10 seconds until that Dragon, the TP to bot lane, the ultimates used by KC. G2 want to take the fight.
Wait for that arrow though, not long to go. Teleport going to be burned. Elder is there at 22k HP. Flag and Dragon, Broken Blade has to walk it out. 4 members now standing in the river. The Inhibitor in mid lane. Yahoo's going to clear the wave on Caps. Has to rejoin the play.
Keep your eyes on Caps. He is looking for a flank. He knows that there's a ward there that can spot him out. If he can take out Kalist, then this game can be very different. That ward will see him. Yahoo going to be his mark. The Dragon dropping to about 70%.
Elder doing a bit of damage, 13k now. KC committing to it, just a little bit longer. Hansama steps up and Kalist spaces him. That arrow up and available to shoot out. Full vision onto G2. Caps, Mega Blast Cone, looking for an angle. 8k, still the AoE, the setup, the equalizer, beautiful. The health bars dropping, the Cataclysm of Flash, and G2, no!
Strike again!
Stole the Elder again! Caps is gonna get burnt down. KC have the fight. Kana with his dying breath will find himself a knockup. G2 have 3, KC on 3, but Elder trumps all.
But the minions are in mid lane. KC are looking to go for the end. They can start the push. G2, a smite again comes in to make the difference for KC.
With the back here as well, I mean, G2 are going to pull up one hell of a defense. KC are going to be confident. GA's available for mid for AD carry. Kalist is doing so much damage. If he gets a free hit, this game goes to 3. Minions pulling in. Inhibitor turret, rather Nexus, are vulnerable, but HarnSummer clears the way. He gets out of dodge. Last minion gone. Kalist doesn't care though. He's got shielding. One Nexus turret down.
Busio is happy to just shield the whole way through.
KC is unrelenting. The Rumble ultimate to try and stop the wave.
HarnSummer survives. He Valkyrie's out. One last minion and it's gone again. Over the bubble, who steps forward. Tidal wave though onto Kalist, but Broken Blade, moment from getting executed. The Elder, and Busio does it. The Seraphine sung her first, maybe last song of this
3
game.
seconds.
Caps up in 3. The defense, one more wave. Elder's coming through. Busio gets tunneled out.
The rope
There's
walk.
the ult, and Caps ran in, but Charm. Busio with the charm. Who's still alive. Busio's down though. Into the egg. The Nexus is bare, but no one at KC is there.
But KC should have seen the respawn timers. They stuck around thinking that maybe Galio could get in range. They stuck around thinking that with the Elder they could still win the fight, but the Realm Warp to give Skewmon the angle allowed him access onto the backline. They take out Kalist. The Baron is available. What is this game?
Dyke is running for the base
Back
though.
door.
The ult from Kana is available.
actually going.
They have to go. Yike is legging this, but Kana will have to reset. They
on a
can't
walk.
be in 2 places at once.
He's on a walk, but he has the Elder. He has the Elder. You can see him shining grey. Found out by Caps. Now he's running away. Caps going to continue this chase down. Turns it for an ulti though. Onto Caps, good damage, but he still wants to end the game. Kana's going to ulti in. Grand entrance.
It's a base race.
Exit. Base race indeed, but G2 have an AD carry. And Ban Exit versus Ban Exit. I think G2 just called KC. What a way to go to Barcelona. As G2 have proven winter is here.
Unbelievable end to this game. A resilient defense from KC. They fought to the bitter end. A game that felt like they had finally brought back. Ends in disaster at the Nexus.
When it came to the very last moment, it was G2 who made the correct call. It was KC who could not hold. For what an absolutely insane game.
Broken Blade, Skewmon Caps. The same can be said, but... Oh! Yeah, no, what was that?
You want to play for finish, okay?
Yeah, I'm with him.
Jumping fights.
I'm dead. Take together.
I'm dead. Big W, it's fine.
3 guys, 3.
Nice, no G. Nice. Defend. Nice. Twitch. Du ser Nexus. Du kan bästa. Lägga. Try. Hits. No. Nice try. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Bro.